Hi guys, and welcome back to another installment of rebuilding Stockport County. One day I will get consistent with those intros. I just like to shake things up a little bit. Now I thought I'd start off on the dynamic screen today, so we can have a quick look at the way that the team are actually shaping up as a whole, as a friendship group, if you will. But before we get into any of that, since it is the start of the week, it is time to thank new patrons, and this week, my goodness, seriously. So firstly, massive thanks to Tom Schroedel and Alan Tobin, who both upped their pledges, which is the first time that's ever happened, so seriously guys, that is awesome of you. You really do not need to do that though, but thank you anyway. And also to new patrons, Andrew Meyer, or Mayer, apologies if I got that one wrong, James Murdoch, and apologies in advance, Sander de Doblia. I believe it's a Belgian name. I'm not entirely sure. Please let me know how to pronounce that surname because it's a really awesome name, but I want to get it right. But massive thank you to all of you guys and everybody over there and just everybody watching the videos. I'm glad you're enjoying them as much as I am enjoying making it at the moment. And believe me, that is a lot. Now, obviously we've played a few games off camera and we're coming back today for the game against Halifax Town, who are struggling. Let's face it, they're a struggling club. We'd probably expect to win based on where things were. Things have been a little bit interesting over that period, but first, just taking a little look at the social groups. So, in terms of the hierarchy, we've got a few quite important players. Turnbull, Duxbury and DeMeo, obviously the vice-captains and Ducks up there. Stevenson, Hinchliffe and Guttridge is actually an influential player too, or highly one anyway. Elliot Kirby, Ashley Palmer and Jack Payne's already worked his way up to influential. Obviously none of the new guys are there yet. It'll take them a little while. As for the social groups, everyone's, almost everyone for the most part is picked a little social group. Guttridge and Palmer have got their own little, their own little WhatsApp chat. And then there's just Jason Banton over here on his own. He's just like,
I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
So there's that. And on the topic of Jason Banton, some of you had some thoughts. There's nothing solid about Banton. We had him for a season at Woking. He's made of biscuits, can't tackle, and has 0 work rate. That fills me with confidence, doesn't it? His work rate here is 5, which suggests that he's not as bad as you think, but I think I'm going to believe you on this one. I can confirm that Jason Banton's work rate should be even lower than that. I've watched him play, and he is very against running. Ooh. This could come back to bite us. He likes to be on his own and he's against running, which would explain why he's been getting criticised a lot in training by me for not running, or it seems like it anyway. I've had to criticise him like 3 times already for getting like 5.8s. Top hat for transfer hat. Make you look like an old-timey businessman spending money. Yeah, a few of you reckon the top hat might be a good idea. I've looked them up on Amazon. Not as expensive as I thought they would be, so I'm thinking perhaps, I don't know, top hat and monocle for next year's transfer episode. I can make that happen if you want. Absolute scenes when you get trolled by the England manager and Jack Payne gets called up by the England squad and you have to pay him over £1,000 a week. If it happens, it happens. Although I don't think England is my main worry. It's dual nationalities that happen with this. Jack Payne, probably not going to be a problem, but I can imagine with that contract on the table, he's furiously scraping around trying to find like a Jamaican granddad or something. And finally, it's on. How many episodes in a row can you make a Star Wars reference? First to comment on the reference gets a shout out in the next video. Fine, I guess we'll have to go with that for now. I haven't done that on purpose, but I realised the episode title and then the thing with BB, which I actually cut out the joke about me calling him BB-8, but some of you made it for me anyway. That's fine. So anyway, moving on from the dynamic screen where we've got Jason Banton, well, solo over here, and we'll move on to the fixtures that we played. So first up, we were away at Eastleigh, and I think this one was a bit of a flattering result on the scoreline for us, really. This was the rearranged game. I don't know why it was rearranged. I think it must have been a cut match for someone else. We took the lead through Jack Payne doing his thing, trying to get to 15 goals for us. Paris Magoma finally scored another goal. I think this was a direct free kick as well. I actually can't remember. They did get one back through Jack Nolan, but thankfully Darren the Rocket Stevenson finally remembering what it's like to be a footballer, coming on for Jason Banton, the biscuit boy, and yeah, Enes Mutovic grabbed us one more late on in this one from a corner. A couple of late goals in this game to really kill them off, but 4-1 win away from home. We've really looked good in this league. Against Sutton, who were actually, I think, just tailing in the playoffs at this point, we were phenomenal in this game. I don't know whether Tommy Wright's early injury cost them too much, really, because I think maybe that was their main focal point, and without him, they really did struggle. We looked better and better as the game wore on. Unfortunately, the red card for Enes Mutovic did not help us, but we just sort of kept on going. I was able to move a few players around, so we didn't really change the system that much. Dropped the DM, and Jake Cope, and as someone said, he might not be able to cope with finishing, but I think you're probably changing your mind about it, because Copey, my goodness, he's probably the best player in the team at the moment. He has stepped into that role that I thought Jayden Anthony would be dominating that position, and Cope was a backup. Cope has taken that role and made it his own, and he is my first choice now. He's got assists in his game, he's got goals in his game. He could really be a star for us this year. Gave us the win here, and another victory. Well, 2 in a row really, but still, a huge one. Next up, things just got even a little bit better against Barrow, and this is amazing. The fact that Barrow actually scored a goal in this game without a single shot on target. A Jack Payne own goal gave Barrow their only goal in this game, but 2 goals for Jaden Thompson-Brissett, or JTB as I'm going to call him from now on because it's a mouthful, and 1 from Paris Magoma, who's starting to see a few more goals in this game, but again, 2 more assists from that right-hand side for Jake Cope. JTB is starting to make that striker slot his own now. He's finding his feet a bit more up there. I find that him and Cope link up really well. Cope's, one, getting crosses to the back post for the other players, but also I find that JTB is making these really nice runs in behind, even though he's playing more of a deep line forward role. It's like his other attributes are overriding it, but he's still playing the role really well. And I think that's actually working out quite nicely for us because he got in behind Barrow a few times and was able to get a couple of goals for himself. Nice to see. I was also offered a new contract, which I took, and the board have agreed to up the junior coaching budget again, trying to really make sure that we bring in better players and hope that they develop a bit faster. Against Aldershot, we got our 4th win in a row, and we were starting to look really, really good. In every single game, really, other than the first one against Eastleigh, we just dominated sides, just completely dominated. Paris Magoma gets his 3rd goal in these off-camera games, which was very impressive. Jason Banton scoring for the first time in a little while, to be fair. And I don't know if Jake Cope... No, he didn't. He had a bit of a poor game in this one. George Fowler did get one for Aldershot Town, but a late Lewis Kinsella own goal gave us a 3-1 victory, and I think we deserved it. We were very good on the night yet again. 4 straight wins. Unfortunately, we then got, I wouldn't say FM'd because it wasn't the case, but we really were very unlucky. We were great against Solihull Moors for pretty much the entire game. Dominated them, finally took the lead through Jason Banton on 58 minutes. The injury to DeMeo, not ideal. He's going to miss 4 or 5 weeks, but I have made a new signing now to fill that gap because I noticed the one area where I was struggling to rotate was the central midfield roles. So we have signed a new player, and it's the most we've ever spent in this save, which is not saying a lot, admittedly. But they got 1 goal on the break through Josh Thomas, which was very poor defending from us. And I thought, we're going to draw in this game. And then Jamie Osborne in the 89th minute, direct free kick, straight past the wall, in, and Solihull Moors got a 2-1 victory over us. Disappointing, really should have made it 5 wins on the bounce, but it happens, you know, swings and roundabouts and all that jazz. We still played well. That's what mattered to me. And we then played Altrincham in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. Altrincham of the division below us, which is why this annoyed me a little bit. We weren't great. Still the better side, I'd have to say. Created more chances, should have taken them, but just didn't on the night. Duxbury and Kebby were fantastic for us, as always, but I don't know, the front line just couldn't seem to do their jobs. And right on the stroke of half-time, Jake Molt scored a direct free kick. 2 games in a row, we lost thanks to direct free kicks going straight in. Maybe we could have not conceded them, but like they go in so rarely. It's such a surprise to lose 2 games in a row to them, but we should have been doing better ourselves. So 2 defeats after a good run, not ideal. But all that still leaves us technically top of the league. Orient do have a game in hand on us though, and you'd think they'd probably go and win that, but it is tight. Literally 4 teams at the top, all tied on 30 points, with Barnet right in behind on 29. I gotta say, I don't think we're going to be able to win the league this year. Although we are playing really good football that makes me think we're going to be up there, I just don't think we're quite going to have the strength to carry it over the full season. However, I see no reason why we can't challenge for a playoff spot now. I think we look really good. We're well ahead of schedule. I thought this year it was about stabilising in this league and next year push for the playoffs and potentially promotion. But I think we've just got ourselves tactically sound quicker than I was expecting. I thought it would take more tweaking. I think maybe with working on the tactic with Fulham on my other save might have helped a little bit, but we've done all right. I think Orient, Notts County, Barnet and Salford are all very good sides, and I think over the course of the year they'll probably just be able to get that little bit stronger than us, and that's fine. We're punching above our weight already and still getting lots of wins, and that's fun, isn't it? Unfortunately, some sad news, and that is that Alan Lord has decided to retire at the end of the season, our head of youth development, which means we're going to have to look for a new one, and I don't know whether we'll be able to get one as good as him at this level, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll have to make do. So, I said I'd made a signing, and I have. Let's go talk about that now. This is Alec Moodymoo. You might remember I talked about him earlier in the save, or earlier, a couple of episodes ago, basically, how I nearly signed him, but then turned down the chance to sign him at the very last minute. And basically, when DeMeo got injured, I noticed how lacking we were and how difficult it was to rotate the team around a little bit. So I thought, you know what, we need to make a signing. I went back to my scouting situation. All I could really see was this guy rated at 99 on the recommendation. He's a perfect box-to-box midfielder, which is good in terms of perfection for the role. Anyway, he's really pretty tall. He comes deep to get the ball. Decent stats for a lot of the things I want to do. There's no like glaring problems. His finishing is a bit poor and his long shots aren't great, but I'm not super bothered by him. He's a Zimbabwean international anyway, so we couldn't do any kind of clauses on him really. We just had to, kind of go with it. But he only wanted $5.25 a week, and he was prepared to be a backup player, as a lot of players are anyway. So that's not too bad. I think that's a decent signing for us. It cost us £31,000 in total, because I had to pay quite a large signing on fee, but I still think this is a solid deal for us. He's still only 24, he's got more room to grow, and I think it strengthens us in the midfield where we really need it. He was cup-tied against Altrincham, so today is going to be his debut, I think. Also, a lot of you seemed interested in some what the fuck was that kind of merch, so that might be something I can definitely look into, whether that be mugs or t-shirts and whatnot. I'll talk to some people, see if we can sort something out for that, because I think that'd be quite a cool idea rather than just standard sort of stuff. I think that'd be more fun. And I need to make a new segment for Stop the World I Want to Get Off in case of Ashley Palmer goals, like the last episode. So, lineups. We're actually building the links now, which is great. So, we got JTB up front. I'm still going to go with him. He's really starting to improve in my mind. Injury risk is low at the moment, which is lovely. Cope and Banton, I'm still willing to go with these two, although Banton, he's tailed off a bit, gotta say. Duxbury on the left. I'm tempted to... Is he? Yeah, I think he had international duty with Luxembourg. So I'm going to bring in Cameron John so we can get the cheesy boys back in the defence of Palmer John. Kebby at right back, Hinchcliffe in goal. As for this sort of situation, we can't play De Mayo. Magoma is back fit, but I kind of want to start Moody Moo, or do I? I'm thinking maybe Moody Moo off the bench. He can play as a DM as well, but I'd rather not. I might have Moody Moo on the bench here, but it just means we can actually rotate. Actually, you know what? I feel like we should be beating Halifax. And I'm going to try Moody Moo, give him his debut. We'll bring Magoma off the bench, give him a little rest. Yeah, that's a reasonable bench. Lewis Ward, of course. Enis Mahmutovic, just as an option. Paris Magoma, because we might need him. Jayden Anthony, who's just... He's got a high match. I think he's playing some reserve games. And, of course, BB8, Bruno Bridges. I need to change his number, though, if I can, from 2 to 8. Cool. Some of their players are not looking too fresh, which is strange, considering... Oh, I'll tell you what it is. We had a bit of a break while they had to play a cup match on, like, Wednesday. So, and I think they lost quite comfortably. So that definitely will help us. They're going to be knackered. Let's go. Comfortable home win is what we're looking for here. I'm not entirely sure about Paul Turnbull there, but I was really struggling to find defensive midfielders in the off-season. So that's one position where I still think we're a little bit light on and I'd like to improve. We need the overlap from Kebby. He's there now. Can we find the back post cross? Banton! Oh, what a chance that was for Jason Banton at the back post. He did a bit of running and he nearly got a goal for his luck. Here we go. Kebby's ball in. Back post perhaps for Palmer. It's in the back of the... Oh, he's offside. Okay, actually Palmer is offside. We should... Oh, just hold your run, Ash. You need to redeem yourself. How offside is he? Oh, I assume it's because of the player there. Right, we have actually scored. Sorry about that. I had to step out of the room. The doorbell went. So Ashley Palmer has now redeemed himself for his earlier miss. Kebby and Palmer linking up nicely. Palmer, not too bad. Kebby's ball to the back post. Palmer just rises highest. That's... Halifax look a bit vulnerable from free kicks today. Usually we're not great with those, but we've got the lead. Kebby's looking really on it tonight. Cope, edge of the box and Moody Moo, long ranger perhaps. Banton! Oh, yes. Jason Banton, 2-0. This game is over. Alec Moody Moo gets an assist 16 minutes into his debut, and Jason Banton grabs his 5th goal of the season. He's definitely up there with one of the top scorers. Despite his unwillingness to run, he does eventually get into the box. Moody Moo just drops it off to him. This is a very Darren Stevenson goal. One touch to set himself, bent it in the far corner. 2-0 Stockport County, and we are staying top for now at least. Corner now. Duxbury's ball. Turnbull knocks it down. Moody Moo puts it in, and it's 3-0 to Stockport County. Halifax cannot defend to save their lives. We're 3-0 up. Alec Moody Moo on his debut now, a goal and an assist. Turnbull, of all people, was the one that knocked this down. Completely overloaded at the back post. Moody Moo on the half volley. Easy goal, and Halifax are in trouble today. Great ball in. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's given it straight to JTB. It's 4-0 to Stockport County. Jaden Thompson-Brissett scores his 5th goal of the season now, and what are Halifax doing? This might be the worst I've ever seen someone play against us in this save. Even when we put 7 past someone in the cup last year, what is Harper doing? JTB takes the ball, and it's straight in the back of the net first time. 4-0 in the first half. My God. We're not even on attacking at the moment. I feel like they're still going to get one with a lumped ball over the top, but at 4-0, it kind of doesn't matter. The backline has been broken. Edwards is in. Saved by Hinchcliffe. Ben Hinchcliffe doing his thing. Apparently he saved a penalty the other day. Well, I mean, as first halves go, that's about as good as we're going to get. I love that they're still finding loads of reds to talk about. Like, have we really been that bad? We're 4-0 up. I feel like 4 is a bit harsh, but I think it's just Halifax's inability to defend that's really cost us there. We're not normally that good. In fact, this season, we've not really got that many goals from set pieces, like, in all honesty. Not compared to last year, where we were right up there. We've been far better from open play this year, as we were towards the back end of last season, where the set piece goals dried up a bit, but we scored more from open play. And this is the first game this year that we've really dominated someone in those areas. Frankly, it's just nice to get back on the winning horse again. After winning the winning horse, what am I talking about? After those 2 defeats in a row where we'd lost, somewhat unfortunately, you could argue, that's got to go back post. And Cresswell saved by Hinchcliffe, but Jonathan Edwards, presumably not the long jumper, getting in at the back post to make it 4-1. We weren't great defensively there. I think it was Duxbury that left his man here, allows Harper into the channel. This is a wonderful stop from Hinchcliffe again. Look at that for a save, but Nobody follows it in apart from Jonathan Edwards, and it's 4-1. Don't give them hope here, eh? Magoma with the free kick round the post, and it looks like we're going to win this one 4-1. I think that's a deserved scoreline, frankly. They deserve their goal, but we were very, very good in that first half. A lot of people talked to me about how they'd gone back-to-back with Stockport in promotions, and I just didn't think it was going to be possible because of the step up, but it doesn't seem like there's that much of a step up, and with a solid tactic and the right players, you seem to be able to do it. So I actually think the chances of us getting promoted this year, I don't think we're going to win the league still. I still think that Leyton Orient are going to run away with it. But the chances of us getting a really high playoff spot to give us a chance, I actually think are genuinely on the cards if we keep playing as well as we are. I just clicked the wrong button and now the players hate me. Trying to think what to do in the next episode. I was thinking of a double live com, but there's not really any games that are, like, Fylde and Torquay isn't really ideal for that. But I'm thinking maybe if we did just a single one with Notts County away, because that's going to be really difficult. We've got quite a few away games. We've got Maidstone United away coming up soon. That's not going to be easy. Fylde isn't easy either. Then we do have Torquay and Dagenham at home before Notts County away. That should be a real top of the table clash, and I'm looking forward to that. So I think that's going to be our next live com. After that, bit of Blythe Speetons in there too as well. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, bit of a weird blip in there too, but we got another 4-1 victory. We just can't seem to get those clean sheets as much as I would have liked, but that's fine. If you have enjoyed it, drop a like on the video. That would be superb. And if you are new to the channel, hit that big old subscribe button for more videos like this in your inbox every single day at 6 o'clock. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for what I think is going to be a massive top of the table clash. They'll certainly be up there with us, that's for sure, by then against Notts County. It's going to be cool. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.